Hello there, Taurus, and welcome to your timeless oracle messages. I hope you're doing good. And Taurus, let's find out from Spirit what Spirit wants you to know when it comes to your situation. Okay, there's something that either you're taking action on now or you soon will be. So just pay attention to what moves you, what pulls at your instinct, what makes you want to take action and do it, because you are in this place of discovering your life purpose if you haven't already. And I do feel that you have this angel, a spiritual being, a celestial being here right behind you, possibly pointing the way. So don't be afraid to express yourself in a way where Spirit just doesn't want you to hold back or even dim your light. All right, let's continue and see what else is going on for you, Taurus. Patience. Someone is sitting at a wishing well as well. So yeah, there may be something here where we have to have patience, right? Especially when it comes to following or discovering your purpose. And, also these people or components that are necessary to fulfill your life purpose. So we'll get a little bit more too about that patience card. What do you want Taurus to know when it comes to this patience? Ooh, yeah, we are working through something here. We might be feeling a little trapped or stuck. Now pay attention too, because maybe some of you it's not yourself, but maybe the people you're surrounding yourself with or what you're listening to. But I do feel that, some of you might be running out of patience, and there may be something where we have to be careful. The candle was lit there and now it's out. So we don't want to dim our light here. Okay, so what is let's get the advice about this self-sabotage for Taurus here and get a little bit more. Some of you, this might be like, just don't sit around here either, because it might be eating you up here, right? By not taking action. Let's see. Okay, there's so much to accomplish. See, I feel that we need to get up and get moving. Yes, you still have the ability to be patient. Be wise at this time. Don't give in to self-doubt or too much worry here. I mean, Taurus, you're showing up here in your, with yourself here with the Knight of Ariel, which is closely associated with the Knight of Pentacles. And this means that you are in a place that will create more success if you're just willing to get things done. So there is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, and being watched over by someone kind. I was picking up, someone is watching over you. Okay, so it is about taking action. There is so much to accomplish. Now, I feel that Spirit is saying, don't give up, pay attention to what it is that you do need to, either reserve your energy for a later use, right? Because there may be something where you have to hold out or move away from people, or a certain idea, for some of you. But Spirit is saying this is a time where you're planting good seeds and you are being guided here. So this is a very reliable path. All right. So also with that Knight of Pentacles, you will need patience, because it's not like something like with the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands. It's very fast. This is very slow. Okay. So we're taking a slow and practical approach to things. Okay. Now, I also see someone who might be, taking initiative too on healthcare, doing things so that we aren't allowing ourselves to, fall into a trap where we're not taking care of ourselves, which is also a way of self-sabotaging your dreams, your energy. And also for some of you, not all of you, pay attention, to the stories or people or your environment that you're hanging out with right now or consumed by, and see if you can change that up, especially if you don't like what or who you're around. What else for Taurus? Oh, Taurus, you've got a good thing going on here. Yeah, you really have opened up to the spiritual realm. So there's a lot of activity happening in the unseen. And this is important for you to really pay attention to those visions, ideas, or gut instincts, or those aha moments. I mean, they're unpredictable, but they're going to happen when you're very calm and when you're peaceful and you're trusting in your own abilities to connect with your higher self or the spiritual realm, whatever you believe in. But it's going to be a power bigger than you. And you've tapped into it. You've always been tapped into it. And so Spirit is saying, listen to that. Nourish these new ideas or new visions. Or some of you, something had happened here where maybe something was destroyed or something came to an end, or maybe it's just not happening fast enough. And you've got to continue to really trust yourself, especially I feel over others at this time, because you're the only one that is able to discover your life purpose. Okay, what else for Taurus? We got chaos here. Now, I'm seeing, this thing about patience here in the midst of maybe some movement, some chaos, things moving around in your life. But you've got to be strong, right? So let's get a little bit more about this chaos and what's important for you to know, because this might be, a change coming your way as well. So let's get a little bit more about this chaos and what's important for Taurus to know. Oh my God. I love this. Look at this. Help from above. Stay strong, stay calm. Follow the moon, which is like your intuition. Don't be scared of it either, or scared of any, maybe ugliness that comes about or negativity. That's just part of life, right? But don't be afraid of some type of maybe chaos or, maybe something that may feel like it's out of your control. It's because this is help from above. So we're getting things in order. Now, if you feel that your life has been chaotic, well, you're in the right place right now to make your move into a more balanced and aligned and grounded way. But absolutely, you're getting help from above. What else? I mean, look at that. Being watched over by someone kind. Yeah, we are, look at this. There's some, to me, this is like a tower. So we might even have some type of epiphany. There may be a surge of energy, or, Taurus, sometimes if we're not willing to move, the universe will make you move. Okay. So it's all in the right timing. What you don't want to do, though, is fall into this trap of giving into self negativity. Maybe there's a lack of energy for some of you. So somehow, some way, stay strong and pay attention to what's going on and the changes that are happening around you, because Spirit is saying the changes that are happening is help from above. But we've got to notice it. I sense a mixture of like 8 of Swords with 4 of Cups with this. So the 4 of Cups, we've been in a place of disappointment. Perhaps we're maybe even feeling apathy here, or, we're all in our head. We're not seeing a solution or a way out. Maybe we do feel like we're in a cycle, one that seems to be repeating. Again, watch out though. There's something going on here with changes, discovery. Okay. What else? And because you're being helped and watched over by someone kind, they're not going to allow any type of sabotage, whether it's yourself or another. Selling out. Oh my goodness. There may be someone that you do know that has sold out here. And there may be something too that we're just feeling in between. We might be like losing our patience about something or wanting to give up here, but don't. And the fact that I said that, I do feel that you may resonate with the last SOS reading. The link to that video is in the description box below. Let's find out what's important about this selling out, because you are getting help from above, Taurus. Okay, so this is a pivotal moment right now. Let's get more about selling out. Yeah, I feel that this is a time where you're completing something. You're no longer going to engage or get into uncomfortable situations. We do have the sexual arts here. So, okay, now this is not to trigger any of you. Okay, and in fact, it's not going to resonate for a lot of you, but maybe there's something going on for some of you, Taurus, that I do need to bring up here, that we have to watch out of rushing into things or doing things. Maybe it's like sex. Maybe it's like, having to have someone, and trying to fulfill something here when in fact there's something else that spirit, the heavens above is trying to get you to notice. So whether it's running after something or someone to fill a void, don't do that. This is a time where you're really seeing something strong about your own sexuality, feeling comfortable in your own skin, not feeling that you have to, in a way, I mean, I feel a lot of you may have already seen this, or you're experiencing it either by watching and observing, or maybe you have experienced with yourself a situation where, maybe it was all about pleasing, pleasure, making sure you're doing this to make others happy, all of that. So we're not going to get engaged with that, okay? But there is something for you to feel good about too when it does come to great intimacy and feeling true with yourself, right? First and foremost, and exploring what's possible with another. And so there's a storyline that keeps going out there in the world that spirit says do not believe, especially when it comes to loyalty, dedication, and growing, where, there's a maturity and a rising here. Nothing gets dull unless we say it gets dull. Nothing gets boring until we decide it gets boring. But when things are not a match, they're just not a match, and so we have to allow ourselves to lose what is really not ours or a part of you now to gain what it is that you truly deserve and want. And that's exactly what you're being helped with. A lot of you might be feeling alone at this time too. Don't give in to that. That's a trap, right? So we got to, find our comfort zone, find our faith, find our hope. And I do see this wand here. So I am sensing some type of spark, something new, like the Ace of Wands coming out here. So we've got to be able to take action when that opportunity arises. Okay, let's see what else you need to know. Oh, look at that. How beautiful is this? I love this card. This is dreams. Yeah, dreams are very important. You might be experiencing reoccurring dreams. Now, remember, we were talking about the high priestess of spirit. So there's great, strong activation and downloads happening between you and the spiritual realm. In fact, expect your abilities to be enhanced here, especially when you do take some time out. Reserve your strength and your energy right now to give into your dreams or what you can dream of, especially not all of you, but some of you might have lost a dream, right? And so now we've got to realign, get into a place where we are taking action towards those things that can build upon a new dream. So yes, dreams are really important. Remember, help from above. And this is also how the divine translates and speaks to you. What else for Taurus? Yeah, we could even be dreaming about a soulmate. Whether you have your soulmate in the physical or not, they're always with you. Okay. Now I do see an alignment happening. Someone has definitely been with you spiritually, and it's only a matter of time before they show up physically here. So patience really is the key. And I'm just going to bring this up too, just for those Tauruses that resonate with this. I just feel that you don't want to rush in, trying to fill a void because we're losing patience, because there's something else that you're accomplishing. So we have to be obedient, so to speak, right, from the heavens, because if heaven is helping you, then we have to be aligned with seeing this, taking action in the right area, or focus on the right things too. What else for Taurus? Family and tribe. Wow. Yeah. So this might be a time that you're finding a real connectedness, or you will. Some of you are going to get a second chance here, making amends or really finding the opportunity to attract or create your own family and tribe. I love how the white tiger came out, and we even have that other tiger coming out. So there's a lot going on with you feeling supported. If not now, it's going to happen, Taurus. This is part of soul, just not one person either with a soulmate. We got family and tribe, soulmates. I feel that you're dreaming about people, person here, possibly just getting to a place where you're releasing anything that you might be feeling insecure about through your dream state. So don't feel bad if you're having a bad dream. It's okay. Think of it as a release. Okay. It's like you're putting it in that wishing well, right? And so it's just you releasing that dream into that wishing well. Let it rejuvenate or process what it needs to do. Especially if it feels like it's a healing dream or, again, maybe a bad dream. But those are releasing. Okay, what else for Taurus? Home. Okay, there's something strong that wants to come out with this home. Feeling home in your heart. Inner child. So you're going to always find your own place in your home, in your inner child. But I do feel that there's something, maybe even Six of Cups here, where whether or not you are exploring that inner child, something about the past, possibly, or childhood friends here could pop up. I mean, we do have family and tribe here, but most importantly, you're soothing something that's important too. So there's like this home coming for you. So if you've been feeling a little disconnected or not so attentive to maybe a spontaneous part of yourself, that childlike person inside of you, well, it's coming out. And there may be too where you are having to spend a little time at home. So some of you, it might be that you are reminiscing a lot here about the past too. So let's get a little bit more about what's important about this inner child for Taurus. Something's going to happen here. What's really going to touch you. So it's really going to hit home for you. Yeah, new beginnings. See, starting a new life, finding your purpose. This, oh my God, I can't even make this up. 2 different cards here. Forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Not being so hard on yourself or others, not feeling that you have to, because we've awoken to something and you have awoken something here. It's like that inner child is also connected to that high priestess of spirit within you. So look at that. Clearing something out, feeling right at home, and feeling powerful and guided and protected, because look at that powerful angel showing you the way. Waking you up to something here too. Some of you could find yourself visiting, unless you live at your old, your home place or where you grew up, you might be having a chance to go visit that. Okay, let's see. What else? If you have the opportunity to do it, why not? There's something about getting outdoors. Choices. Okay. Yeah, we might be in a place of learning our past choices, whether they were good or bad, right? And I do feel that some of you are being really hard on yourself because perhaps, you did something and you feel bad because it didn't end up the way that you wanted it. But be aware that we're always in this place of aligning to new choices. And this is what this whole new beginnings is about. This is closely associated with the Judgment card. And this is about awakening, hearing your soul's calling. But most importantly, you're really over the past because you really have realized something different and new. And so you're not in this place of repeating a pattern or a habit or going back to a place where maybe you did feel some kind of feeling drowned in a way or drowned out, right? Being unheard or unnoticed. Well, that's not going to happen for very much longer. What else? Cycles. I'm just getting this whole thing about repeating cycles, reoccurring dreams here. This is a time too when if you do feel something that you catch it in the moment, And maybe even if those reoccurring dreams come, speak it out. Then, take it, let the angels, recycle it if you don't want to have those dreams again. But, we're breaking these cycles by noticing them. This is this whole thing about new beginnings, discovering your life purpose, getting out of this repetitive energy in some way, shape, or form. But we also have to have patience about natural cycles that occur too. And with that, if you notice how the moon goes through its cycles, we're fully powered here with that full moon. And so, pay attention to the moon cycles and maybe even your own cycles. Now, for those feminines out there, obviously there may be something strong about your menstrual cycle and paying attention to that, giving yourself enough time, space, and energy to, do what you got to do, because it does take a lot of energy when we have to go through those hormonal changes. But even men are going through that as well. Okay, but let's get a little bit more about the cycles here. Self-love, baby. It's an opportunity to love yourself even more deeply and profoundly. Now, take this if it resonates. I just feel that if any of you have had dealt with, especially in early childhood, that carries through where you've had difficulty being comfortable in your own skin, whether it's fully embracing your masculinity or your femininity, you're in this process of really owning yourself 100% in a way that's very empowering, and the way that God made you to not feel timid or shy, right? You're feeling 100% yourself and you're feeling good. You want to know why? Because something it's like you were either grown up or around an energy for some time that really made you feel bad about yourself. And that's not your fault. There's just evil people and there's just negativity in life that we just have to learn with self-love, self-care, that we can see the BS and we can actually see where it's actually stemming from, because it's not stemming from you being wrong. It's stemming from someone else's issues. So self-love is the key here. And I feel a lot of you are in this place of really honoring something so important right now. And yes, it may have been difficult, or it could be difficult to make a choice here, but not really, because you have found and locked in something with your soul's purpose. When you've locked in on your soul's purpose, that's a strong, like a very strong tie, a very strong thread between you and spirit. And it only gets stronger. What else? Now, there's also something I'm seeing too, where maybe we haven't really given in too much with self-love like we thought we have. So, maybe look up things, make sure you're not letting yourself, go even with your daily personal hygiene. I mean, sometimes when we're feeling poopy, sometimes we just don't want to take a shower or get up sometimes, So just take that if it resonates. But those acts, taking a bath, getting a haircut, brushing your hair, maybe do something with your skin, whatever. Those are little acts of self-love, and they do build up. All right, alchemy. Ooh, yes, we're in the process of blending, creating. So you are the alchemist. It's funny. I was looking at this wand, and I'm thinking of the wands, but also like a magician type of energy here. So Taurus, you are powerfully manifesting and creating. Yes, you've had to take some type of old energy and new energies, and it's taking some time, but with self-love, you're going to make this opportunity a lot more powerful, or whatever is activating and growing in with you. But it does take patience and time. It's like that fire and the water coming together to create something, or perhaps you're burning something here, right? Just like melting gold, you're taking out all the impurities with that fire. And what do we have left when it's done? Something pure and solid. And that's exactly what's happening with you, because you've been transmuting and changing something up here. You really have broken some cycles and patterns. And so something new has to be created, because we're out of a cycle. but it does take some time. It does patience, self-love. What else? Pride. Look at like the death of the ego here. But at the same time, we all have to live with that part of ourself. It's part of us. It's part of the human makeup. We have pride. So we have to have balance with pride and spirituality here. So let's get a little bit more with that pride and what's important for Taurus to know. Because I really get this thing where you're either at this place now or you will be where you're not feeling like you have to prove anything to anyone. You're proving something to yourself. And that's what's important here. That's where you have the most success. Pay attention to signs. Yeah. I feel spirit is really definitely showing you signs, when to be careful of giving too much pride, when you need to really step into the spirituality of yourself so you can see signs. But heed the warnings too. Don't ignore them, especially if you, Taurus, deal with people out there that have, a strong amount of pride. So we've got to have a way to work with it. And the way to work with it is not to get flared up by it. You've got to stay neutral, because as you're, the thing is you're creating this in your own spiritual house, your home. And it's that inner child that's having fun with this alchemy that's going on with you. And so when we get distracted or get disturbed here by our own pride or someone else's, it's just taking longer for this opportunity to grow and take over. Now, I do feel at some point, if not now, at that right time, you, Taurus, will have a very strong, maybe even powerful sexual relationship. Take what resonates for you, at some point here, quite soon. What else? Take off your masks. See, I just feel that you're not willing to play a role. You don't want to pretend anymore. I mean, sometimes we do, right? We have to be, they're not that we're pretending, but, being respectful, to our neighbors, our community, and others. But for the most part, you're aligning to something so true and authentic because you found something. In fact, a lot of you already know. You might just be a little confused or a little impatient because you're not quite sure how it's going to unfold. Now, let me tell you, Taurus, and hopefully it doesn't discourage you when I tell you that for me, in my case, I waited over 10 years, probably like 13 years to figure out what in the hell was my gift for. And I knew I had something, I just didn't know. I'll tell you right now, I never, ever dreamed of even having a YouTube channel or doing any of that. And I'm still not done. So I'm still growing. I'm still evolving. But I will tell you that when it came to my life purpose, I remember everything that I was doing before, it just felt so off. I hated it. I hated the work that I did. It wasn't that I hated it. It just it wasn't what I felt like I knew I was supposed to do. It didn't feel like this is what God wanted me to do. But at that same time, I had to nurture my own high priestess of spirit. I had to take care of that for 10 plus years. And I'm continuing to do that in order to stay aligned, right, with your purpose, your dreams. Now, it doesn't mean also when you get to your life purpose, it's all like just rainbows and roses and glittery, because you're going to have down times. You're going to have the ups and the lows. But for the most part, you're feeling a lot more guided, a lot more in tune. And so you don't mind making little shifts and changes. Okay, what else for Taurus? How teachable are you? Oh, so Spirit is saying, get like be childlike right now. In fact, being childlike is going to work in your favor. A beginner's mind, seeing the world with brand new eyes, or trying to. And perhaps for some of you, you may need to see someone too, whether it's someone right now or in the past, or maybe in the future. You've got to be able to see them with a new set of eyes, right? And a lot of you will. But there may be something here too where Spirit's like saying, Just pay attention here. Look at that pride. Pay attention to signs. Take off your mask. This card just fell over. Take a leap of faith. Wow, how teachable are you? Okay, believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. Because some of you might be having a lot of rules or restrictions on your own self, so you may need to renegotiate that. Okay, now let's continue because I feel something about you releasing yourself here. Because there's this whole thing about taking a leap of faith or starting from ground zero or realigning with some type of new and fresh hope and beginning. Procrastination. Okay, well, we know that this is an entrapment, right? So be aware of procrastination. Okay, it can creep up. I feel that it's a cycle or a pattern that you just need to be aware of, okay, and focus on something else. Now, let's get a little bit more with procrastination. What's the advice or more information here? And when we're talking about taking action, it's literally like just maybe self-love. It doesn't have to be anything major. It just got to be something different than maybe what you've been doing or what you fall into, by habit, because we are human, right? And there's a thing, what you do something for 21 days and then it becomes a new habit. Oh my God, you are okay here. Stability and efficiency. Take charge of a situation, ambitious plans. Okay. So we've got the Emperor. Now, this is a perfect person here when it comes to leadership, taking charge, and also there's something about a person here. Now, whether this is a lover, a friend, a family member, someone who's good and powerful, we've got the divine masculine here. They could be male or female. It's like taking action will lead you to some type of connection and connections. All right. So that you're not feeling alone or isolated in a current situation. And also, I feel a lot of you need to hear that you're a lot more stable or secure than you realize or you will be. Many of you are maybe in this place right now, or Spirit is saying, don't procrastinate. You're hitting a level of success that is like top notch here. Because you're doing okay when you're in the position of the Emperor. All right, so we have Aries coming through with that Emperor. Okay, what else? Now, I do notice that Emperor is sitting here too, so you may need, Spirit might be saying to some of you Taurus, take it if it resonates, don't want to sit too pretty here. Like, if you hit a level of success, yeah, it's great to, enjoy it. Okay, but then we don't want to become stagnant in that or complacent because you're still discovering something here with your life purpose and all those other components and people that are connected to you. Look at that courage, doing something your own way. I see a lot of you doing something that I think a lot of people would be scared of for some reason, but not you. I mean, you've either will or you have been spending some time really doing some deep introspection, and something has surfaced here. If not yet, it will. Because I do see like the Hermit here with that courage card, the lantern. So we're finding our way, we're illuminating the path, and we're not scared because your lantern is never going to run out of gas or fuel, right? Alchemy, the high priestess of spirit, this is your fire. This is your light. So Spirit is saying that you do have the ability to take charge of a situation. And also for some of you, it's more courage of maybe not perhaps feeling bad or that you have to do something for someone either. Because right now it's about taking care of you and where you're going. What else? Oh, yeah. See, we're getting this thing about sexuality. Oh my gosh. There's something that you're discovering when it comes to feeling empowered by one's own sexuality. Look at number 4. And because I'm noticing the Emperor is number 4 too here. We're fit. We're good. Okay. We're feeling good no matter what you have, what you look like. how big or skinny, how curvy, how non-curvy, how saggy, how non-saggy. I don't give a shit. Who cares? Your soul is sexy. First and foremost, just own that. Let that sink into you and let that bleed out of you. I shouldn't say that because that's kind of gross. Now I'm thinking about that whole thing where I was talking about the menstrual thing. Okay. I don't know. Anyhow, I should say glow it out. Okay. So here you are glowing, and this is all happening with self-love. So you're preparing for you're preparing for something really significant when it comes to sharing an aspect of yourself that is sacred and divine, but that you're ready and feeling good. So I really see you being in this like place of feeling on top. Yes, you've had to go through some stuff that really had you guessing here, but you bounce back even higher than before. What else? I mean, speaking of bleeding out, I'm thinking of another oracle card come into my mind's eye. It's a tree. I was using it last week. Perhaps like a tree with the blood coming out. And I feel that this is what's happened. We've bled something out, something, a cycle, a pattern, maybe something that we inherited from family, belief, unworthiness, or, maybe too much pride. I mean, whatever it is. And you're figuring it out. Oh my God, look what just showed up, the magician here. How perfect is this? I'm telling you, that entrapment, you've got the magician energy here. This is what's so interesting. Yes, you can manifest the life you want. And what you need will magically appear. But the trick is to take action. When you start taking action, that's how you get movement going. So whatever you're feeling inspired to take action on, or, look around, because Spirit is saying, use what you have right now. Everything is going to magically appear for you. You've got a successful beginning. Look at that. Successful beginnings. And we even had like that leap card, or the Fool's card, which is leap of faith, beginning and new beginnings. What else? Phoenix rising, new beginnings. We're just talking about this. Transmuting. Maybe you are transmitting. I don't know. Transmuting that old energy. Going through the fire and coming out stronger, more powerful than ever. Whether you're a male or female, you're feeling good about yourself, inside and out, because you've discovered something very powerful and divine. And there's nothing that's going to break that away. So we are powerfully transmuting. You are the alchemist, the magician. I mean, look at this. Look at what's happening here. This is why it's important to take action or to do something right now. Don't procrastinate. It doesn't have to be anything big or heavy or long and enduring. Just these little short actions on what you have right now. You're filling up that hole in the soul here. Okay, something has and will be completed. I feel a lot of you have completed this, but some of you might actually be still feeling a little bit of a part of you that's missing, and so we have to be careful. You got to take care of yourself. Don't allow yourself or someone to get you in a place where you're feeling stuck, okay? But this is what you're rising from. Many of you, look at this. You're breathing new life, new energy, new fire into your life, into your purpose. You're not being held back or held down. You're filling up that hole in the soul with spirit. What else? And here we go. So much to be thankful for. Okay, there's so much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. If you had something with a family, maybe it's been your stability that was shaken up and you got heartbroken by, either way, you're going to be healed, right? You're releasing that past because there's so much to be grateful for. You will grow from the situation, and time heals all wounds. Look at how Archangel Michael is wrapping his arm and his wings around you, comforting you. He knows you've been in an energy or around people that have been super negative, that you've had to really absorb it. And this is why you're releasing it. You've absorbed enough. And Spirit wants you to sit in this truth of prosperity, because the 10 of Pentacles, which is a 10 of Ariel, I mean, this is 10 of Pentacles. This is a prosperous card here. We're not worried about, where we're going to get our next meal. We're not worried about the future, because we're taking action now that's leading to a great future here, one that's stable. Oh my God. And I do see a lot of you are already sitting quite pretty here. Again, we don't want to allow things to fall away too much, because yes, I know a lot of you are having to be responsible for a lot of things on top of taking care of your own self and your own heart. But know that you're receiving a blessing from a great disappointment here. Okay, what else? Let the wild begin. This is what you're releasing out too. I feel a lot of you, there may have been something where, perhaps you're worried what others would think of you, what you want to do, what you want to wear. Well, it's like you're really in a place of being in unbridled pleasures. Get ready for unbridled pleasures. That's just what I have to say. You're still carrying that lantern. And there is a strong thing about the feminine and the masculine really at play here. So things are harmonizing and balancing. You are discovering and allowing this wild side of you to come out. And you're going to be able to do that more and more when you're not surrounded by things or situations or people that like suppress that. And that's what a lot of you have been, even in your childhood and growing up. Like a part of you was suppressed here, that wild, instinctive side of you. What else? Yeah, you're letting go and letting God. We might not feel appreciated, or maybe that we belong, or something happened here. We've had to turn away. It's okay. You're discovering again that perhaps you don't belong in that darkness back there. You belong with the light here. Okay, this one too. Look at that. You're letting go of rejection. You're also letting go of anything or anyone that, may get in the way. So there's this victim consciousness at play here. So we may need to just pay attention to that. That can be a trap too, when we're just blaming ourselves or blaming another, which can be easy to do, especially when we've been hurt. So, don't feel bad about that. But I do feel a lot of you have released this, and this is why you're having such a great transformation, and you need to continue your work. Now, some of you, Taurus, just watch out. You don't want to give in to that. Okay. This could be a trap, right? It's like a little, look at that energetic cord that's trying to hold you back in that place of not feeling worthy or good. That's a setup from the devil. That is a setup and a trap from the devil. Yes, it is. Okay. And so you've got to be strong and put your spiritual armor on and cut that thread by giving yourself what you need. Love and attention and seeing the signs from spirit. What else? And seeing your own beauty. See, you're coming in strong, Taurus. Something has powerfully transformed with you, or it's currently happening, and you're going to be proud to show yourself, to see yourself, to reveal an aspect of yourself that has been wanting to come out, that has been activated within you. So see the beauty. You are beautiful inside and out, Taurus. There's no doubt about it. What else? Look at the moon. We were talking about the moon right there. The opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. Sometimes facing the fears is just by taking action and not allowing the fears to build up so much that it puts us in a place of procrastination that we don't want to do it. Just do it anyways, you know. Oh, there's another card that wants to come out. I want to say there's like a Buddha quote too, or something that's come into my mind's eye right now that I want to say to you. Is something about rejection here. I mean, it could be this whole thing about beauty, but also quality. You know, it's like beautiful things or expensive things get rejected by people all the time who can't afford them or appreciate them. So don't worry, Taurus. If you got rejected, it only means the right one's coming. So this is a time where you are listening to yourself. You are allowing this, the moon energy to do its thing, cycle out, which means that we have to feel a little uncomfortable with some emotions that arise because the moon will, you know, amplify emotions. And if you just know that, then you can kind of detach from that and allow it to just do its process. By at the same time, a lot of you, I mean, again, it's just your vision or your discovery about something or someone is right. You got to trust that. What else? Oh my God, you got the 10 of Ariel and the 10 of Raphael, which is the 10 of Cups. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members, a happily ever after. So right now, nurture those ones that you do love. Appreciate it. Allow those bonds to grow. Some of you, you are having to just wait, right? There's something going on where we are creating or being blessed by harmonious situations and people. And we found our home. We found our contentment. And that's exactly what the 10 of Raphael is. I mean, I can't even tell you that the 10 of Raphael, the 10 of Ariel are two powerful cards. And they're also a card where you're seeing something through completion. So you're getting to enjoy the beginning to the end of it. And then you get to build upon that. What else? We got water sign coming through. There you are, Queen of Ariel, mature, practical, generous, and happy. And also, wow, wow, wow. We're living a life of luxury, and that's how the Queen of Pentacles is. You've built yourself up, or you're in the process of doing that, whether you're male or female, nurturing yourself and those you love, because you can. You've reached, you know, you've got your cups. You got your wealth, you got your spirituality. I mean, you got your relationships. It's good here. So then you do have time to, you know, take care of those that you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, yourself, your environment, practical and wise advice that you might be giving or receiving here from someone who knows, you know, what they're doing, especially when it comes to creating stability, creating an environment that's healthy and happy. But most importantly, here you are accomplishing what you've set out to do. And so now you can really just sit in this place of feeling good about who and what you've become and who you're sharing it with. What else? And I'm hearing start. It's like, oh, wow, the 10 of Michael came out. And I was hearing something like start from nothing. You can start from nothing. Don't worry. It's just about the intention and the action that attracts exactly those other resources, components, person, ideas that you need. A situation has ended. Yes, it has. See, you've completed something here. And you're finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. It will be behind you, and we've taken a bow here. But this 10 of Michael did not come easy. For some of you, it was a very painful ending, possibly an ending you did not see coming. But either way, we have finished. Thank God. We don't have to repeat it either. It's finally done. We got air sign coming through. Okay, and this card is like doing something funny. Oh, there's that 4 of Cups I was picking up earlier. I was getting like that 4 of Cups with the 8 of Swords there. Yeah, you're seeking out other possibilities. Now look for the magic in life. Okay, so some of you, depending on how deep you're into the Four of Cups, because the Four of Cups can really be hard to snap out of. Okay, we're just feeling discontentment. We're feeling blue. We're feeling rejected. I mean, we're feeling like we missed a good opportunity. But be aware of your own emotions. That's going to be the key, right? That hole in the soul or self-sabotage. Oh, because we do have a great deal of activity. Oh my God. Yeah, you do need to pay attention. Something is happening here. We're having a lot of activity or sudden events. You could be getting some invitations, unexpected invitations, or communication coming in. So we have a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results. Ooh, see, we might even get immediate result by taking action here on something. And yes, important communication. Now remember, heaven is communicating to you constantly, especially right now, because heaven does not want you to feel trapped by something or to feel that you have to sit in a survivor mode all the time. No, you're meant to thrive. You're meant to heal. You're meant to be proud of yourself. And you will. You will. Don't give in to temptation, though. This is going to be a hard one. I can feel this one is going to be a little bit hard. We're so tempted to fill up something right now when we're having to just be careful. So let's get more about this temptation. Let's get more about this. Okay, just do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. Okay, so there's something that you might be tempted to do right now, right, to fill a void, or perhaps there might be, you may need to watch out for someone too if it's pulling you away from your projects, your ideas, your growth, something with your stability, your personal power. Because you're meant to do what you love. You're meant to fall in love with what you're doing, or re-fall in love with what you're doing if some of you fell out of love with that. What else? Nope, that is it actually. Okay, so let's find out how Spirit is currently helping you, Taurus, that you need to be aware of before we end the reading. But before we end the reading, I'm going to ask one more question too. But let's see how Spirit is helping Taurus right now. With the Eight of Ariel, taking great pride in your excellent work, having that healthy sense of pride where it works for you, not where it doesn't work for you. So look at that, right? We know our balance here. And also, practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training, but you're on this road of mastery and discovery. You're on this road of great craftsmanship or figuring out your thing. Some of you, you will become what Spirit's helping you with is becoming a master in your own field. The Eight of Pentacles is a good and successful card. It means we're making great progress. And then notice how the angel is pointing at that book. So there may be books being pointed out to you, or maybe there's a seminar, or maybe, something, again, that Spirit is pointing out to you to, focus on, to dive into if you can. And also staying committed to the right things here too. All right, let's find out a blessing that is coming towards you that you can look forward to in the near future for Taurus. A blessing for Taurus. Love. My God. This is so perfect. So here you are. This is a blessing you have to look forward to in the near future. Now, it could be something with 28 days here, okay? Or 2 weeks to 8 weeks. But also, don't get too trapped with the time. Just know that the more that you are feeling comfortable and loving yourself, the more you're drawing this to you as well. But yes, love is always with you, surrounds you, and this is what you have to look forward to. Yay, Taurus. I hope that this was helpful. Love and light. Take care.